Okay, so I wrote down my goals and was able to kind of plan on, for now, what I am hoping to see. So let me read some of them off. I guess I have, sorry, I guess I have like a few different set of goals for like overall fitness goals. For like the physical type goals, my first goal is really what started this whole thing, which is walking up a flight of stairs without breathing heavy. And I know a lot of people have said that they also walk up a flight of stairs and are out of breath. So my goal is really just to not be as out of breath as I was before. It's just not take so long to recover from walking up the stairs and being able to hold a conversation when you get to the top of the stairs. Whereas right now, it's like I need a break just to breathe. So that's my first thing. And then I have this goal. So when I'm like sitting on the floor and working on getting up, you know how you use like, you get onto one knee and then use the other leg, push off of that leg to get yourself up. So I can really only do that on one side of like one specific leg I have to push off of, and so I want to be able to do it from both legs, which may be kind of a stupid thing, but I just want to be able to get both up on either side, either leg from the ground. So that's another goal. And then of course I want to lose weight and gain muscle. Now I have a lot of weight that, ooh, sorry, this is just gonna be a one take and it's just the way it is. But I have a lot of weight to lose, and maybe someday in the future I'll tell you. But right now I'm not going to. I just have a lot of weight to lose, and I know that I can gain some muscle. So I know a lot of people, I guess it's said that, you know, it's kind of like you may not be losing the weight, but you're gaining the muscle. And but at the point where I am, the weight that I am and everything, it'll be possible to lose the weight and gain muscle. It just means that the weight probably won't come off as fast, or like that same number. So I feel fine having both of those on my goal, because I think that can happen. I have a lot of weight to lose, and switching out just some of it for muscle. I can't replace all of it with muscle because that would be weird. So those are kind of my physical movement type goals. For now, I don't want to. It really doesn't help to set anything like, "Ooh, I'm going to run a marathon," or thing like. It doesn't sound like anything I want to work towards. So I'm just kind of starting with things that I want to work towards, which is losing weight and gaining some muscle, and walking upstairs and getting up off the ground from either leg. So those are personal goals for me that are, those are things that I feel like I can work towards. Whereas like a big goal of running a marathon or even walking a 5K, something like that, it's not motivating for me at all. So I'm just gonna do the ones that are motivating for me. And then I have my eating habit goals. So I want to improve my eating habits. But I want to always eat breakfast. I know there's sometimes where I just get kind of in this groove in the morning where I just head to work and I'm like, oh, I'll just eat something when I get to work. And then I get started at work and things just get crazy and I end up not eating anything until later, and I just kind of then eat a ton, and it's usually not necessarily very good stuff. So I want to always eat breakfast, and I want to try having, that backup breakfast at work, but have cereal on hand for those mornings that I just want to do really quick breakfast, or don't want to take the time to make a smoothie or something like that. Have something on hand. So that's one of them. Another goal is to bring a lunch to work, or like have a lunch at work. Lately I've been eating tuna fish and crackers, and that's been really good. It's something that I just keep at work, and I can make it at work and have at work. But I am pretty good about eating at work and not like going out to eat or ordering in or anything for lunch. So I just want to keep that up and work on that. I want to have healthy snacks at work, and I think in another video I showed a little bit about the different things that I have at work to eat that I keep at work, and I just want to keep that up. Sometimes I let like an apple that I have in there go bad because I don't eat it, and so I want to maybe like have a set thing of snacks for the week and make sure that I eat all of those. So but healthy snacks at work so that I'm not having the cracker, the extra crackers or chips, or, finding something else there, or, some candy or something like that. Because that's what I tend to do. If it's there, I'm going to eat it. So I have to put healthy things there so that I eat those. I also want to like make my dinner more and only eat out 1 or 2 times a week. I'm just kind of starting with that because I do eat out a lot, and I'm working on not. It's mainly just laziness because I'm like, oh, I could just stop here and pick up something to eat, or I could go home and make something, and that'll take long, and I'm tired, and so some of it is just laziness. So that's why 1 or 2 times a week is probably still a lot, but I'm gonna kind of start there so that I can move down to, just once a week, and then or no times, or not eating out at all. So I'm gonna start with that, and just actually go home and make something. And along with that, I want to add more vegetables to my diet. I don't eat a ton of vegetables. I like vegetables when they're made. I don't like taking the time to make them. So, and even when I do make a dinner, the vegetables is usually the last thing I think of, and so I don't add that to the dinner as much. So I want to start using more veggies in my snacks and more veggies in my dinners. And that will transfer to my lunches because I plan on making like a big dinner so that I can have some for lunch for the next day or 2 days or however long it lasts me. I also want to eat less desserts and candy and things. Sometimes at work, I just hit that point in the day where I'm like, I really want something sweet. I really want something sweet. And if I don't have it, then I don't eat it. And so other days that I'll like, oh, I'll just buy a bunch and then have a little stockpile so that when I hit that point in the day, then I have that to just, kind of time myself over. But every time I do that, I end up like eating my little stockpile throughout the whole day. And so instead of lasting a whole week, it only lasts 1 or 2 days. And that's not acceptable. So I think it's better for me not to have them there. That's actually worked really well for me. And at work we have this ice cream machine where we can have free ice cream, but it's really more like a frozen yogurt. It's not even ice cream, but it looks kind of like soft serve. So I'll have to limit when I kind of need that sweet at 2 o'clock. That's usually when it hits. Just have that ice cream, or maybe have one of my snacks. Maybe I'll bring like strawberries as my snack and have that as my sweet for that hour or for that time. But my goal is just less desserts, less candies, because I do eat a lot of those. I like the sugar. Um, and then I also want to drink more water on Sundays. Today's a Sunday, and I haven't had much water, and I know I haven't because when I don't drink a lot of water, I get a headache, and I do have a headache right now. And I know it's because I'm not drinking enough water, so maybe just having all these goals in mind will help me, and hopefully drinking water, because I'm not very good about drinking water on Sundays. So that is kind of my main goal. Those are kind of my main goals right now. Because, you know, they say 80% of your fitness is really your eating habits. So that is a plan to improve that. But in addition to that, I also want to work on my fitness goals. And so that's why I've enjoyed like working with the weights and specifically kind of targeting my arms and gaining some muscle there and doing squats and things. And I even sometimes when I'm just laying around, I'll even do the little tushy clenches. So hopefully that works out, but because can never do too many of those. But those are my goals. Let me know in the comments what your goals are. What's something that you're working towards, whether it's a little small goal that really gets you motivated, or whether it's a big end goal, which is running a marathon or doing a triathlon, or even if it's just something like I want to walk to the end of the block and back, and you know, whatever type of goal works for you. It's something that I was listening to a book this week, and something that they said that has really kind of been a driving force for me this week was they said there's a difference between wanting and deciding, or wanting to and deciding to. You can sit on the couch and want to do something all day long, you know, and want to lose weight, want to work out, want to have these goals. But it's when you decide to do it that is really when the change happens. So that's kind of what I've been doing this week, is focusing on making sure that what I want, I've also decided to do. And that's my little tidbit in this goals video, I guess, of things that I plan on eating. Yeah, so let me know your goals, and you can look forward to another week of videos of little snippets, and maybe I'll do some of like also what I'm eating, just to kind of keep tabs on myself, because sometimes you can eat something and then not even realize it, or you know, it just kind of becomes a subconscious thing. So I hope you all are having a wonderful Sunday, or whatever day it is when you watch this, and thank you for watching, and thank you for your support and your love, and I really appreciate all the comments and the messages that I get. So thank you.